A new message previewed. A selfie. Her skin kissed by sunlight. Hair tousled by the wind. The turquoise shimmer of an ocean stretching endlessly behind her. The caption beneath it read, "Wish you were here." My thumb hovered over the screen, trembling as a bitter knot formed in my stomach. I shouldn't have seen this. She didn't know I could track her location. She didn't know I was already standing inside the same beachside hotel room. She'd sworn she was visiting alone. The air felt heavy, salt, sunscreen, and something else I couldn't name. Her half-packed suitcase sat open in the corner, the smell clinging to it like guilt. I had flown in to surprise her, imagining her face lighting up when she saw me. 2 years together, and I still believed in grand gestures. But now, staring at that photo, my heart pounded so hard it drowned out the hum of the air conditioner. That wasn't just any beach in her picture. It was this beach, the same one outside the glass doors behind me, where the first pink hints of dawn brushed the sand. My reflection flickered faintly against the glass, pale and ghost-like. The bed was a mess, the sheets tangled like a confession. 2 wine glasses rested on the dresser, one smudged with coral lipstick, the other empty but clearly used. My mind clawed for logic. A co-worker, maybe? She'd mentioned a business conference, hadn't she? I grasped at excuses, patching them together as fast as they fell apart. Layla wouldn't cheat. She couldn't. Not after all the nights we'd spent talking about forever. Kids, a house with a porch swing, winter spent snowed in together. But the glasses glinted at me in the dim light like tiny mirrors reflecting lies. I unlocked my phone and opened the tracking app we'd installed for safety. The dot blinked right where I stood. She was here, or had been. The timestamp on her selfie said 10 minutes ago. I sank onto the edge of the bed. The mattress creaked under me as I typed a message, deleted it, typed again. "Where are you right now?" No, too direct. "Miss you. How's the trip?" Too soft. Finally, I settled on beautiful pic. "You alone?" Before I could second-guess myself, I hit send. The message marked delivered, then read. Dots appeared, vanished, then reappeared. My breath came shallow. Each inhale betrayal calm I no longer felt. Her reply came quick, clipped. "Work stuff. Just relaxing by the beach." "You okay?" Her tone was off, flat, rehearsed, hollow. I could almost see her typing it, maybe glancing sideways at whoever sat beside her. My gaze darted back to the wine glasses, the open suitcase, the sundress draped over the chair, her favorite one. A pair of heels she never wore for me peeked out from underneath. The room seemed to shrink, the air thickening, the ocean's pulse outside sinking with the chaos in my chest. I stood, pacing, my bare feet sticking slightly to the tile. The balcony door was cracked open, letting in the faint laughter of someone down on the beach. A laugh that sounded too familiar. It couldn't be hers, could it? Doubt stabbed through me. I scrolled through our old messages, looking for signs I'd ignored. The missed calls, the short replies, the new excuses, late nights at work, sudden travel plans, client emergencies. I believed every word, because love blinds you to cracks until they split wide open. "Layla," I whispered to the empty room. Her name felt strange in my mouth, like a word I'd been saying wrong all along. I opened the selfie again and zoomed in. Her smile gleamed, but her eyes, they weren't looking at the camera. They were looking past it, past me, and in the corner of the frame, I saw it, a shadow, broader, taller. Not hers. My stomach lurched as I tightened my grip on the phone, the plastic creaking in my hand. I needed to know. I needed to see. I grabbed my jacket and slipped out. The hallway smelled of carpet cleaner and old air. The elevator's descent felt endless, each ding a countdown to something I couldn't undo. The lobby buzzed with early risers and flip-flops, a concierge tapping keys behind the desk. I pushed through, out onto the boardwalk. The salt air stung my lungs. I opened the tracking app again. The duck was moving now, heading toward the far end of the boardwalk, where a string of beach bars shimmered under hanging lights. My legs carried me before I could think, past vendors selling seashells, past kids chasing waves. My skin prickled despite the warm night. What would I do if I found her? What if I was wrong? What if I wasn't? The bar came into view, humming with music and laughter. Reggae thumped through open windows. And then I saw her. Her hair caught the glow of the lights. Her laugh, hers, no doubt, cut through the noise. She sat at a high table, a sundress slipping off her shoulder, one hand resting on a man's arm. He was older, maybe late 30s, his jaw sharp enough to slice through my denial. Their faces were close, their smiles private, the kind of smile she used to save for me. I froze. The world tilted sideways. My heartbeat roared in my ears. Layla, I said louder than I meant to. Heads turned. Hers did too, eyes wide, face draining of color. Shock, guilt, then defiance. The man's hand fell from her waist. Evan, she breathed, panic and pleading tangled in her voice. What are you doing here? You sent me a picture, I said evenly, though my insides were shaking. From the same hotel room. I sent you your GPS. I held up my phone, the blinking hovering over where we stood. Her lips parted, but no words came out. The man muttered something about getting drinks and slipped away. Coward. I can explain, she started, but her voice wavered, betraying her before the words could. I wanted to shout, to demand answers, but all I could do was stare at her. The woman who had promised forever, who had wept in my arms, who had laughed through the nights we dreamed our future. Explain, I said, the words sharp enough to cut. Explain the wine glasses, the heels, him. My voice cracked, and I hated the weakness in it. She looked down, twisting her hands. And in that instant I knew no explanation could unmake what I'd seen. I didn't mean for this, she whispered, tears trembling in her eyes. It just happened. The phrase sliced through me, clean and final. I wanted to hate her, but what came instead was grief. Grief for the version of us that no longer existed. I turned away. The noise of the bar swallowed her voice. Evan, wait. But I didn't. The boardwalk stretched ahead, endless, hollow, echoing beneath my steps. The ocean thundered beside it, indifferent. My phone buzzed again. Her name, her apologies, her lies. I didn't open them. Instead, I went into the tracking app, removed her from shared contacts, and watched the dot fade from the screen. The beach belonged to her now. So did the betrayal. I walked into the dark, the waves crashing behind me, carrying away the broken pieces of what we were.